Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, especially to my respected lecturers and to all my classmates. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jihaan Adzanishaafiya Anwar from class 2D. In this video, I will present the material for our intermediate English subject with the topic footnotes, quotes, bibliographies in academic writing. This presentation is part of our class assignment, and through this video, I hope to help you understand the importance of citing sources, using quotations, and creating a structured bibliography, all of which are essential skills in writing academically. Without further ado, let's begin the explanations. Okay, so let's begin with the first topic, footnote. So do you know footnote? Well, footnote is a note that appears at the bottom of page in a document. It provides either additional information, explanation, or citation. In academic writing, footnotes are very useful because they keep the main body of the text clean and easy to follow, while still giving full details when necessary. Now, there are three types of footnotes, and each has a different purpose. The first one is citation footnotes. These are the most common footnotes. They are used to give a credit to the source of a quote or information that we include in our text. For example, like in the main text, you might see the text like, according to Smith, the economy is experiencing a rapid transformation due to technological advancements. And then at the bottom of the page, you will see the footnotes like this. This type of footnotes ensures your work is properly supported by evidence and helps avoid plagiarisms. The second one is explanatory footnotes. Sometimes when we mention something in the text, it may not be very clear for every reader. Instead of explaining in the middle of the paragraph and making it too long, we can add explanatory footnotes. For example, like in the text, the Renaissance period saw a resurgence in classical art and philosophy. And then you can see at the footnote like there's a number and then you can read it. So with this way, the main text stays simple. But if you want to know more, you can learn it from the footnote. Like that. Number 3, there are content footnotes. These are used when you want to expand on a topic or give more in-depth commentary, but it's not essential to the main argument. Thinking like it giving background information or interesting side note. For example, like some scholars argue that the Industrial Revolution had unintended social consequence, and then you will see the footnotes in the bottom of the document. This kind of footnotes is often longer and used in research papers that aim for depth. Now let's move on the second topic, quotes. Quoting is when you use someone else's exact word or ideas in your writing. Quotes help strengthen your arguments, give credibility, and connect your work to existing research. There are three main types of quotes. First one is direct quote. This is when you take the exact words from a source and put them inside a quotation marks. For example, like this. We use this when the author's words are strong, clear, and meaningful. But remember, direct quotes should not be too long or overused. It's better to use them only when really necessary. The second one is indirect quote or paraphrasing. Instead of copying the exact word, you can rewrite the idea using your own words. For example, like this. This method is good when you want to simplify the text or make it more relevant to your own writing style. But don't forget to cite the source even though you're not using quotation marks. And number 3, there are block quote. When a quote is longer than 40 words, we format it differently. We don't use the quotation marks, but instead put the entire quote in a separate indented paragraph. For example, like this. Block quotes are often used in thesis papers or academic journals, but only if the quote is really important. And also, don't forget, every quote, no matter what kind, must be connected to your writing. You should introduce it, explain it, and never just drop it into a paragraph without any context. Now, the third and the final part is bibliography. A bibliography is a list of all the sources you use in your paper. It's usually placed at the end of your document. This list helps your readers find the original sources and give credit to the original authors. Bibliographies follow specific formats depending on the citation style like APA, MLA, or Chicago. Let's look at some APA styles example. The first one is book citation like this. The second one is journal article citation. The third one is website citation. And the fourth one is thesis or research paper citation. Each type has a specific format you must follow, so it's best to use a tool like Mendeley or citation generators to make this process easier. So that's the end of detailed explanation of the 3 core elements: footnotes, quotes, and bibliography. In the next session, I will demonstrate how to use Mendeley, a very helpful tool to manage citations automatically and manually. So stay tuned. So the first one, don't forget to search Mendeley Reference Manager on Google, and then you open the website and then download for desktop or any device you use, and then log in with your account. Now I want to show you guys how to manually citation using Mendeley. First one is click at enter manually and then fill in the details like author, title, year, publisher, and EDC, and then you guys can save it, and then yeah. So now I want to tutorial how to automatic citation using Mendeley. The first one is open Mendeley Reference Manager and then drag and drop your PDF file into the library, and then the Mendeley will automatically extract the citation information, and then you can check and edit the information if necessary. In Microsoft Word, go to the Reference tab and use the Mendeley site to insert citation and generate a footnote and bibliography automatically. Okay, so that's all my explanations. Once again, I'm Jihaan Adzanishaafiya Anwar from class 2D. I hope this video helps you to understand how to use footnotes, quotes, and bibliography and Mendeley Reference Manager. And thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.